If your business plan this year has 15 priorities on it, I have some bad news. You don't have 15 priorities, you have 0. Because the second everything is important, nothing actually is. I see this every single time I sit down with a founder or a leadership team. January rolls around, everyone's feeling ambitious, and out comes the beautiful sprawling list. Grow revenue, improve culture, launch 3 new products, fix the website, hire 5 people, cut costs, expand into 2 new markets. And every item on that list gets labelled high priority because in the moment it genuinely feels that important. The problem isn't ambition. Ambition is fine. The problem is that a list like that isn't a strategy, it's a wish. Now here's what actually happens on the ground. Your team looks at the 15 priorities and quietly does the maths. If everything matters equally, nothing gets the resources it needs to actually move. So people default to whatever's loudest, whatever the last email was about, whatever the boss mentioned this morning. You end up with 15 things happening at 10% effort instead of 2 things done properly. At 10% effort in business basically means it doesn't happen at all. So, how many priorities should you actually have? Here's the honest answer, and it's going to feel uncomfortably small. 1, maybe 2 if you're being generous with yourself. Not 15, not even 5. This isn't some productivity guru trick. It shows up everywhere, from Jim Collins' Big Rocks idea to how the best run teams set quarterly goals. Pick the one thing that if it went right would move your business more than anything else this year. That's your priority. Everything else is either a supporting task or it waits. Now here's a quick way to test it. Ask your team if we could only accomplish one thing this quarter, what would actually move the needle? If you get 15 different answers, that's not a prioritization problem, that's an alignment problem. And no amount of extra priorities is going to fix that. One more trick that helps, write a not doing this quarter list right next to your priority list. It's oddly more clarifying than the priority list ever is. So before you write next quarter's plan, do yourself a favour. Cross out everything except the 1 or 2 things that actually matter. It feels like you're doing less, you're not. You're finally doing something. If you want the framework I use to actually rank priorities instead of just listing them, leave a comment in the comment section. And if this was useful, please do subscribe. There's more like it every week.